Check 1, 2, 3. Oh, I am. Already. Well, ladies and gentlemen out there in Wiffle Nation, you're joining us again. I don't know where my phone is, or else I'd check to make sure y'all were good out there. The tweets from me have been coming a little bit slower, but hopefully, with Newman doing this live streaming, you guys have gotten your fill for SWBL. All right. Or touch these. I'll check it out. Matt, where did they say they were going? I was going to say, are they going to be at the skills competition? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next broadcast of the SWBL. My name is Sam Skibby, Commissioner of the SWBL. There's a dog in front of me looking at a bug. All right. The Diamondbacks and the Rockies in this next one. The fan favorites, the Diamondbacks, are coming back. The people in Wiffle Nation love the Diamondbacks. A lot of people from their roster haven't made it this year. You got Caleb Yonkman, who was supposed to come, but due to some family stuff, he will not be here with us. And then they had, of course, Brandon Corbett, wasn't it? Oh. Quit out of it. Oh, I'll be right back, Wiffle Nation.
Two of me in here. Is this large for a reason? Not mine. Thank you. Coming to you live.
Nation apprised of what's going on.
My bad.
Well, we had a little technical difficulties, and of course, nothing can run without Sam Skibby trying to do it. So, had to fix the score cable. Diamondbacks Rockies. Here we go. Brett Spencer on the mound, and they call him Brett's daddy. Austin Steffes up to the plate. Austin having a career year in the SWBL. Oh, and Brett really wanted that one apparently. All right, my co-commentator will be here shortly. Scott coming back. Oh, Sydney really wanted that one. Another foul from Austin. Oh, and the Top Gun gets him. Brett brings the Top Gun out, and there it goes. Brett's daddy, Austin. Oh, Newman with a hit goes to the BK, the Platinum Hands winner, and that's easy money. Brett ends the inning. Here comes my co-host. I should be doing this on the as well. We're changing sides apparently. Pending. Inning top one. Ah, yes. Good job. How do you get connection lost? Now into the booth is my co-host, Scott Pulley. Scott, welcome to the booth.
Thanks, Sam. Good to be here.
Looks like our connection was lost, but I think we're back. So that's exciting. We're going to change side. Oh, nope, it's pending again. Oh, we're in the bottom of the first now.
We're having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, I think it's just the Wi-Fi more or less, but we're excited. Hey, Scott, thank you so much for joining us. Brett just started this game.
I saw you had the gun out.
It was my,
The radar.
Yeah, Jackson wanted to see, just for fun. He
Yeah.
wanted to try it out.
And what did we read on the gun?
Your game?
No. Oh, for us? He had. Oh, what did we read?
At one point, you threw a lob ball that was 28 miles an hour.
I like that.
Yeah, that's true. And the highest somebody got was Ben Ware. He had a 157er, and somebody was like, "That might be a little fast," and then he slowed it down. He was in the 40s. So everybody was good that game. This game, we'll see. Oh, we're right around there actually.
Brian Kenny's up to bat.
Yep, and Kevin Knutson at the on the mound for the D-backs. Oh, right back at Kevin. Goes up, but not there in time on the speed to BK.
Would you get a little history on the D-backs? I don't think they're from Missouri.
They are not. I actually just talked about that before
you
you
did?
came over.
Oh, okay.
I talked about how they were the traveling team, and we talked about the players that didn't come this weekend.
We miss you.
Yeah, it was sad for all. They have a roster of 12 people, and 6 showed up, and 1 doesn't play. So
Brett Spencer lines
Austin
it down the middle.
tries to throw it at BK, but overthrows, and BK gets to third as. I will say, Scott, that fielding is imperative in this league, and the D-backs know that is not their strong suit. And as you can tell based on that last play, they really need to step it up if they're going to have some success.
You would think that if you know that's not your strong suit, you would eliminate risk taking.
Yes.
And throwing at a guy that's running full speed, your chances of you hitting him is going to be very low.
And I know they're probably thinking they just want to get outs against one of the best teams in the league. The Rockies are consistently up there. Blake was first RBI.
Look, again, here it is. Brett Spencer gets an extra base.
And another extra base on the error.
Here we go. This is one team. Maybe there's some other teams, like if you play the Expos, or maybe that's the only team. That you couldn't that they wouldn't take advantage of bad fielding, but the Rockies are the team that will out-hustle most teams.
They will, definitely. I would say even a team like the Astros, who they work hard, even in the field as well. They try their best and they know the game. Expos, a lot of times it's more out of laziness, I feel like, than it is because they just, don't want to do it or have their own thing going on.
Yeah.
Well, you think on the rail. You guys have more containers. You guys have more containers than anyone.
There it is. First out of the end.
A nice play. I'll make sure I put this out.
Oh, so you actually put this.
Yeah,
you're doing this right here on your phone.
Chris Newman has a very good setup for us here, and he's just got everything on his phone that works out, puts it right on there on this live stream, and it's very exciting. Oh, and Grant Boyd.
Oh, big body.
Another rookie. Hitting the fence.
Grant Boyd is one of those sneaky players in the SWBL. He
is.
Seems like he's going to be the weak link in that lineup, but every single time the pitcher takes a break, Grant Boyd is putting that ball over the fence. Brian Kenny gets over there.
BK.
Trent, you guys got to pick it up. You guys got to pick it up.
We got 5-0 here. Bottom of the first. Still 1 out. Do you think this might be a quick game?
I think this is going to be a very quick game.
Yeah.
Is this the last game of the day?
Oh my gosh, no.
It's not?
No.
How many games do we have left?
Not quite sure, but I would say 3.
You guys play?
Uh-huh. 1 more. Do you guys play anymore?
Nope.
I wish I had my phone on me and I could tell you what the schedule would reveal to be.
Well, no, we work.
Same with that.
5-0. Kevin Knutson getting his first
But it's like there's definitely
10th on the mound.
Oh, nice play.
But a good play there, and that'll turn it over to the next inning. Top of the second inning here.
So, Sam, as the commissioner, a lot goes in and behind the scenes that a lot of people don't see.
Yes.
Your take on this year as far as how much preparation, what are you seeing now comparative to maybe in years past?
I think that this year is running quite smoothly. And there's a quiet atmosphere almost about this year, and it could be because Rob Walters isn't here. But other than that, I think that everybody's just kind of really chill. But do you think that that competitive spirit will rise maybe tomorrow and Monday as well?
Yeah, I think there's just going to be, I mean, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending if you're on which side of the coin here, it really depends on what team you are. You know, I do think that there's definitely a gap that's forming maybe between the top 5 teams in the league.
And do you have any ideas? What can we do? I had an interesting idea from Brian Benware the other day. You want to hear it?
Mm-hmm.
So actually, it wasn't the other day. It was today.
Okay.
And Brian Benware told me, wouldn't it be interesting if you had the first and the second place teams automatically in the same division next year? Third and fourth automatically in the same. Fifth and sixth automatically in the same. And then 7, 8, 9 on the bottom split up. Interesting, right?
Does that reward doing like
it would reward the bottom people,
right?
For sure, like getting 5th or 6th.
Right.
But I mean, you wouldn't win the season, obviously, so that would hurt you.
Right.
But it'd be an interesting way to make parity. I feel like get new people in, you know, let the number 1, number 2 teams kind of beat up on each other a little bit. It'd be interesting. I thought it was an interesting idea.
I do think there is something that probably needs to happen because it seems like each year, no matter what happens. Now the A's, though, 3 years ago or 2 years ago, shocked the world.
They did.
And they snuck in. They took the Yankees out, unfortunately, for our sake.
And I almost feel like they could do it again. And a rip by Trent Steffes, but Kyle Brito right there. Blake Spencer into the game as well. We missed that one, but we're going to change sides here. Bottom of the second, Rockies lead 5-0. Kevin Knutson back on the mound again. Brett Spencer, not to jinx it, but has a perfect game going, Scott.
That might have jinxed it.
That's okay with me. You know, not because it's Brett, just because I like it when people. I don't like it as much when there's shutouts and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't like
now,
the
how many
undefeated.
How many perfect games have there been?
I think there has been 3 to 5.
Kyle Brita.
Kyle Brita was the first one to do it.
Okay.
And then
you did it.
I did it.
What's up, Sammy?
Brett has done it.
I've done it.
No, I'm sorry, Brett has not done it.
Okay.
Brett has multiple no-hitters.
Okay.
But never the perfect game day.
Okay.
You have done it. It might be. Is it just the 3 of us?
It might be just the 3 of us.
I think it was 3 to 5 people on the website that had it.
Yeah.
Plugged into my.
Did you perfect game the Cardinals back in the day, or was that a no-hitter?
I no-hit the Cardinals. I think you may have got the last hit in the last inning. Yeah.
Or a walk.
Nope.
Oh, you just got a shutout.
Yeah, I just got I got shut out. Is that a perfect going into the last inning?
Those Cardinals.
Another historical league, or another historical team in this league. The Cardinals.
Not really. Made the playoffs once.
Historical meaning they're no longer around.
Okay, very good. Yeah, the banner for the Rays is up currently, as you see. And,
so I never heard. Why is just the Rays banner right there?
Well, to be honest with you, it just doesn't fit on the wood back there. So.
No treat.
That'll be an out. The D-backs.
So it looks like we have 3 more games tonight.
We do.
Twins Brewers right after this, which is a big heavy matchup.
That is a big matchup.
Are
the Brewers undefeated? No.
Nope. They've
to the Rockies.
Yes.
They fell to the Rockies.
And I am.
Twins are the only undefeated team, but if the Brewers could beat them, then we would have no more undefeated teams today, which is always the goal.
Yeah. Now who's in? Spencer Bogay, captain of the Twins. Actually, not captain of the Twins. Just a player. Might as well.
MVP so far, probably the league.
Probably gonna be MVP.
He's got some great black shorts on with the logo.
How come? Did you guys not get Twins gear this year? No. It's okay.
So let's do that. Name your top 3 jersey for this season or just overall. Top 3 jerseys that you buy.
Man,
I know we haven't seen them all, so maybe we should do this back on Monday. But
we can recap it. But I'm kind of disappointed in the Royals a little bit.
What do you mean?
One of your players doesn't have any Royals gear.
That is true.
I'm a little disappointed in that.
When we talked about it, we talked about Gus. We asked Gus, should we get new jerseys? And we're like, no, let's just do hodgepodge this year. He wants himself? I got it right here. For them too?
They've already created that need, that demand.
I got it.
So now it's not collaborative discussion.
Spencer, and that's a first pitch strikeout. Spencer, will you tell the other team? Will you tell Trent that they're getting it out for Kevin?
It's like, well, actually, the reason that this happened is because of
I would like to say, unfortunately, I think the Yankees have really good jerseys, but unfortunately, when we bought them last year, they all came in massive. They were huge. So the pinstripes, classic look, but we don't really wear them.
I like those.
I would say the D-backs always come prepared with new uniforms. They keep their logo. I would probably say to tie. I'd probably give the edge to the Brewers, but D-backs and Brewers are probably
D-backs and Brewers, I think, are the top two as well. You got to respect the Brewers. You know, for years they just matched, you know, and bought the hats, bought the gear, and
now they're just reusing them.
Yeah, and it's great.
Like nobody stepped in and was like,
Newman rips it up the middle. Oh! But not hustling down the line and gets out.
Guys, it's a ball. That was 57.
It's not even that they're trying. It's actually that their professional advice is the.
So here we see the first effect of the gun, the radar gun. So what ended up happening here in the SWBL is each team kind of does a gentleman warning, depending on how fast they think the other pitcher is throwing.
Every other time Blake it was 50.
And Blake actually got the gun out on himself. Maybe a strategic move for when they hit, we're not sure. But here you're going to see Chris Newman coming up to the plate again. And because Blake threw a fast pitch and he flies out and it doesn't matter.
We're good.
So Sam, why don't you explain the rules? There's 3 types of penalties if they go over the pitching limit, which is 55.
50.
So
50. Yeah, so they get two. It's like a 3 strikes you're out rule, you know. So it's first one is a ball, second one is a ball, and then the third one is you're pulled from the game. And there's a lot of controversy surrounding that, Scott. I mean, a lot of people think it might be too harsh. What are your opinions on that?
You know, I think last year, here's an interesting thing that we've seen over the past 2 years that the gun has been in effect. Last year, it seemed more of a strategic play for teams. The gun was brought out a lot more. There was a lot more controversy. This year,
Not as much.
not as much. We upped it 2 miles an hour. Last year was 53.
Yep.
This year is 55. And I think people are just kind of letting it go. And I think it kind of goes with the spirit that's happening this year.
I agree. And I think, you know, even just for fun, a couple times I've just looked at it to see what people would do. And it's been around 55 the whole time. So
Again, Grant Boyd, you start sleeping on Grant Boyd, he is going to make you pay as he lines it up the middle.
definitely.
To fulfill their drivers training. Well, it's like you think, like, I'm not.
Did you need something now, or did you need something when they wanted to answer you?
Hey, here's a piece of technology.
Brian Kenny.
Right.
But there's nothing.
Man.
But it's the best thing in the world.
I am not following up at home. I'm so sorry. Still 5-0, I believe.
Well, you can actually do that.
In the bottom of the third, no outs here.
It's like, well,
Have you seen anything surprising this year, Sam, so far? As we're kind of closing out, getting ready to close out the first day, or second day.
I would say the most surprising has been the lack of offensive prowess from a lot of people, but the two that surprised me the most are myself and Brett. I think, but offensively, there really hasn't been that much going on. You know? It's been more of a pitcher's league this year, and there's been a lot of close games. I wish that we had a few more upsets here and there. I think that makes for some exciting wiffle ball, and we really haven't had that. It's been kind of a mellow year.
It has. And I think the teams that, unfortunately, have been on the losing side have come close. I mean, the A's, I was talking to, you could call him a captain. He's not, on paper, but Paul Castellano. And each game that they've lost have been within 2 runs. In wiffle ball, in the SWBL, that's a very attainable, to come back and win.
And for the A's, it's got to be defeating because, they could easily be 500 or better right now if two of those runs went their way or that one pitch didn't go out for a home run.
Right. And then the Expos, I mean, Jimmy has been doing really great on the mound. Almost upset the Yankees the first opening day.
And held the Royals the first 2 innings to 1 or 2 runs. The 2 runs, I think. It was 2-1 after the second inning. So, I mean, Jimmy Nelson's knuckleball gets better and better every year.
Yeah. Now I'm interested. Have we put the gun on that just to see?
No.
I'd be intrigued.
What would be your guess?
I'd probably say he's in the 57 range.
Really?
Yeah. At some times.
Sometimes the late movements seem to get a higher pitch count, and that definitely has movement, not just at the beginning, middle, but also at the end.
It's like I can automate as many
they equate.
What do we have him sitting at here?
He is very good sitting around 46 to 54. It's every range. Like that one was 48.
What happened last year when Blake pulled the gun on himself last year?
Blake pulled the gun in the playoffs. He pulled it on himself. Actually, his brother. He pulled it on his brother.
This was in the playoffs.
Playoffs. His brother and the Twins. He pulled it at the same time, and they and Brett obviously is a faster pitcher.
Right.
And he went down 1,
Late
2,
movement
3.
ball.
And it was like 3 of 5 pitches in a row for him. Was 3 of 5 pitches were in the one. I think one topped out at 66, 67 last year. His top gun. So it hurt them, and the Twins came back and won that game, and eventually won the championship. So maybe we can blame it on Blake.
So moral of the story, Blake: don't pull the gun on your team anymore. Kyle Brita.
She's rolling around like crazy. She's starting to she's not crawling. She's like get on her knees and kind of like jumping. Not jumping.
I would want to know how much this microphone picks up. Does it just pick us up sitting right here with this little ball on it, or does it pick up everything around us?
I don't know. That's a good question. Newman, what does it do? A little bit around.
A little bit around. That's not bad.
One thing that's cool is the GoPro that's sitting on top of the fence is he can control it. So we hear either the GoPro or the mic.
Really?
Yep.
I did not know that. Oh, and a great catch by Austin Steffes there. You know, I'm wondering when I can put this gun away because nobody is sitting. Blake did it once, but he's been sitting at 50 the whole time. But like,
I think you should put it down.
I guess I have to ask the teams here. Maybe Brett will make his way over and we can ask this team what's going on. But
We don't see anything changing
Top
in
four,
the short, long term.
5-0. We haven't
is
seen any offense.
it top 4 or did I make a mistake here? Yes, it's top 4. Top 4, 5-0.
We don't.
5. That's what he said. Top 4.
Everyone's outsiders people. Everybody's like, when I say, I live north of town. Fairgrove. It's 10 miles north of here. It's like a 2,000 person farm town. Bailey has accepted the teaching job.
How long you guys want to do?
So she's now plugged into our community, house. Jobs are really well, church is great. We're like, it's hard to think like we would leave now. I mean, if they were like, hey, we want you to run a region, I'd probably be in Minnesota now. But it'll probably be closer.
Did you get a hotel or something? Stay with one of the guys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the gun has been put away. The gun has been put away. Oh! Gosh, make sure he's okay. You already touched him.
Is that a double play?
And then Brita just leaves him there. Doesn't try to help him up.
Classic Rockies move.
Oh, Kyle just leaves him there and walks off. Unbelievable.
I was like, where's the disconnect here? It's got to be on the run, right? No, I'm staying with Jeff. I was like, dude.
Now you're there.
Even listening? No. You see a hotel down there? But, yeah, so.
Whew. We hope that Kevin's okay. You never like to see.
Up, man.
Absolutely. I mean, if you need to. Or
We do.
No. I'm out.
Right.
Unless it's sparkling.
Right. I only take the sparkling.
Such a beautiful day. We thank everybody for joining us out here in St. Louis, and then everybody out there virally as well. Somebody's touching me. Thank you. Oh, Austin Steffes goes Yak Daddy, and there it is.
He's been having an amazing year so far.
Austin Steffes, definitely the unquestioned leader of this D-back squad and the youngest as well. I'll press the home run thing so you can see that at home. And Chris Newman, but BK, Platinum Hands, he's not missing that one. And that'll lead us to the bottom of the 4th. Let me get these runs up here for you. The D-backs, 5-2 as we go to the bottom of the 4th.
Oh, when did you get here?
I don't know, 3.5 hours ago.
Nice. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
I think Grant Boyd, if he throws him a little softy again, he's gonna take it out here.
Do you think it's an advantage to be a lefty? Let's be honest.
I do.
You do?
I do. And the only reason why I would say that, not from a home run standpoint,
Okay.
but all you have to do is hit a pop-up to right field, and you can get doubles and triples all day.
Yeah, because you just have to hit it up there in that tree.
That's all you have to do. So now you got to get it there, but the tree hangs over a good 4 or 5 feet. An extra what? The Brewers do?
We got some chatter again. Sam Bakula likes to do that. He likes to interrupt the broadcast to chat with the people.
Sam, come here. Let's do a guest interview.
Sam, if you want to come in, just come into the booth.
Yeah, come here.
Let's take
Sam
time.
Bakula just came off a 5 home run game.
Wow. Sam Bakula, that's how many I have all season. Congratulations.
I think I'm close to you. I'm also not having a good offense.
No. Oh my gosh, and you just predicted it.
Oh, no, again, the
Stop.
trees.
So you predicted both those things,
So
Scott.
yeah, so here you go. So here's the thing: if you're a lefty, you hit that ball in the air, you run as hard as you can, trying to get doubles and singles or triples.
Yeah.
If you try to trot it, it's over.
And it shows because Chris Metter is the leader in triples overall.
He's
And
also
guess who was
fast
second?
as hell.
Who's second?
Jeff Bertram.
He's really
Another lefty.
historical player.
Yes.
Hold on, Sam. Before
Thanks
you
for
go,
having me on.
wait, Sam, come here.
All right.
Sam Bakula, welcome to the booth.
Hey.
This is Yankees' 49% owner of the franchise.
Which basically means
Nothing.
nothing.
Sam, what have you seen so far this year that has surprised you?
You know, I've seen a lot of absolute offensive surges out of people, and a lot of slow starts out of people. It's been kind of a weird year. A couple people got off to slow starts. 2 of them are in the booth right here. I think Sam Skibby, who is
Won MVP last year.
he is questionably one of the great all-time wiffle ballers. I haven't seen him hit a home run yet. And he's not commenting on that.
What happened?
But there is no doubt in my mind that tomorrow he will be hitting home runs all day. There's
You
no
signed
doubt
with me?
about that, folks.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said surprising people that haven't had good
Couple
offensive
slow
prowess
starts
this year.
out of some certain
Very slow
people.
start.
And he
Very
pointed
slow
both
start.
of us out.
But what's
Slow
the Royals
start.
record though?
3-1.
There you go.
Right
3-1.
now.
3-1. Doesn't matter.
And when we won a couple close games, obviously, against you guys in the Brewers.
Yeah,
or
came
with-
down
and
to
then
the
we lost
last
the
round.
Brewers.
That was a big game.
But I was
Oh, I got some
terrible.
foot tickling going on here, huh? All right, well,
Sam?
we're back at it.
Sam, what's one thing you're looking forward to?
You know what? I'm just happy to be here. I'm going to tell you that much. Saturday is my favorite day because Sunday I usually get a little sad because wiffle ball's coming to an end. But
It is a very sad thing. People don't really understand, how like we wait all year for this, and this weekend particularly snuck up on all of us. I feel like.
It did.
Every person was snuck up on this year.
It is sad. I mean, when you think about it, you wait for one of the, one of the most fun weekends that you can have for a year. And next thing you know, we have 3 games left on Saturday. We'll have the skills competition tonight, which
is always fun.
we
is
can't wait
always
for.
fun. Which I have heard some whispering, Sam, as the commissioner. There's been a lot of people not looking forward to the drunk runner.
Really?
I have
A
heard
lot.
that.
Yeah.
Why is that?
A lot of people don't want to participate in the drunk runner.
Why is that? It's a relay this year.
It
you
is.
know that?
I did try to
yeah.
convince them with the
Is
relay,
it a
and they
beer on
said
each base?
it doesn't matter.
What if
No,
we did
relay could be fun.
a sprint to each base?
I think we should do a sprint to each base. So if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, the drunk runner is, it basically is you open a can of beer, and the goal is to finish it by the time you hit the home plate. So you have to run all the bases. And one of the unique things that you may or may not notice, the SWBL field is the field has a downslope. So as you round first, we have seen a lot of players trip and fall. As Brian Kenny, Brian Kenny in the past in the left field, probably the reason why he's gotten platinum hands is because he's been able to jump over that fence and rob
Absolute
some
web
home runs.
gems over there. Every single year he's making a diving play
Yep.
over the fence to rob a home run.
Scott, at the beginning of this game, we said that this quietly would be a very quick game, but we're in the top of the 5th, and it's 5-3.
That's a
Rockies
good
have
point.
not scored since the first inning.
That is a
We've
good
been
point.
talking a lot about the non-game stuff, but this game in particular is turning out to be a barn burner.
It is a barn burner.
They took
Slam
Brett out in the first inning, just gave him an inning, and Blake has put together a nice game.
Trent.
But,
Oh,
take a
oh.
bounce. Will somebody be there? And they got him.
That's again not hustling down the line. These hustle plays are starting to bite the D-backs.
I thought I was trying to find the bill of my hat and realized it was up.
It was like this.
It was. I didn't know where it was for a second.
Slamming, you having one too?
There we go.
You know,
Austin
I think
Steffes down to his last out here, but this is the guy you want up to the plate.
this is the guy.
You know, I really like Austin's tattoo of Minnesota on his arm, and I really want to do the SWBL Missouri logo.
Ooh.
That's,
Where would you get it?
I'm not quite sure.
Okay.
Maybe my tricep.
Ooh, nice.
It'd be my 6th one. And
tattoos.
wow, he swung at it though, so it's a strike. He was afraid of the first pitch rule, but at least he got rid of it. Blake has a nice sweeping slider he's got there. It sweeps across the zone. Oh, Austin wanted that one bad. 2 strikes.
This is a big. If the D-backs can pull this off.
And they're in the same division. Or not the same division. I lied to you. I'm so sorry about that. Because they're in the Twins division.
Oh, that's right. The Twins have the Astros and the D-backs.
The Twins have the D-backs and the Athletics.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Just kidding. Oh, there it is.
And Austin
Oh,
Steffes.
my gosh.
He has the Spencer's number. I mean, that's just how it goes.
Here we go, Chris Newman.
What happens when you do?
Can he tie it?
Good job, Austin.
This would be a large return for this game. A change in scenery.
What happens
It
when
is
you do CrossFit for a year?
He wants the gun on himself, ladies and gentlemen.
Again?
He's calling it on himself. This is an
Why?
interesting tactic.
Why? Oh my gosh,
Called it
Blake.
on himself.
Blake.
He is going 52. I think his goal is he wants to know how fast he's going to see how fast he can speed it up. But I've told them multiple times that that's not how this works.
So
it's not a way for strategy. It is simply to hurt you, not help you.
Yes.
So there's no reason why.
Oh, and there it is. There is the game. Oh, nope. He's safe.
Safe.
He's safe.
Way to go by
Wow,
Breida to
wow,
back
wow.
up.
Wow.
Run
Now it's
on
only the
strikes
top
here.
of the half of the inning,
And-
so the Rockies will still get a chance.
This can only hurt Blake at this moment.
I know, this is the
Because
dumbest
if they
thing.
get an out and he's over 50, then that's how it's gonna go.
Oh gosh. Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Yes. 51.
Oh,
So
that
he's still
I'm
right
pretty
on.
sure that just hit him and he swung.
Well, he's getting the first strike out of the way. You know, sometimes you got to do that, especially with the slider here.
Oh my goodness.
He's right around 50, so we are good still.
Oh.
You know, a lot of times I think these people, when they get on these stretches of games, you get used to how your speed is, and it really doesn't change. And Blake already has 1 warning on him, so you know.
So what does the second one mean if he goes over?
Second one is just another ball.
Another ball? Third one, another ball?
Third one is an out. You get pulled from the game.
Oh, wow.
That was a 44-mile.
Oh, he got it.
Play. Oh,
He's safe.
that is a BK
Oh
error.
my gosh.
He would have been out.
Wait, did he miss the ball?
It hit his hand and,
And
fell out.
oh gosh.
That's a rare
I
error.
can't see because I got a.
BK has not made an error in 2 years, Scott. This is the 3rd year, and he just made his first run. Maybe a second. I
As
don't
some
know.
would say,
I haven't been watching.
Brian Kennedy, you just lost yourself the gold
Or
glove,
the platinum hands.
platinum hands.
Exciting,
Steffes.
exciting prospect though that we finally got our trophy in the mail from Amazon. SWBL Fielder of the Year trophy. 47 miles an hour, and there it is.
that's it.
The game. They had it in their grasp.
And you could see Trent. Look at him.
He is.
What do they call that on Sports Center when you have the 2 arms above your head? Oh, they call it something.
I don't know. I wish I knew how to say that this game is over. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for the Diamondbax Rockies. It actually turned out to be quite a barn burner. It was exciting at the end. 5-4.
This is true.
Rockies take home. Scott, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks, Sam.
Don't really know how to stop this, so we're just gonna wait for Chris. Chris.
Newman, how do you stop this?
Oh, I bet it's right here. Stop recording. Stop streaming.